Hi everybody, I'm Rosie Murphy and welcome into the Rancho here. I'm with the Missy Jen today, my girl, and we're here to do something that you're never going to see on YouTube. No, not that. We're here to review our LG combo washer and dryer, and you know what? This is a 4-year review. We have done a 2-year review. We have done a 3-year review, and we are back to do a 4-year review because, well, this was a very interesting year for our LG washer dryer combo. The first thing I want to do before I turn it over to Missy Jen is to tell you some of the last couple that we did. I neglected to put the model number on. We've had this for about 4 years. It's the WM3987H, the LG washer dryer combo, and I have to say overall it's given us good duty, but Missy Jen's going to explain kind of what happened, not in super detail, but just hit the points of what happened this year because, well, we hit a little bit of a glitch in the road. So go ahead, Missy Jen, start from, doing that load of laundry that night and then take it from there.
Yeah, I was doing some laundry, and then when it went through the spin cycle, it finished it up. And it was going to go into the drying cycle. It just died.
It just quit. It stopped. Quit. And you tried to press the controls and
nothing happened. Everything was completely dead.
So I'm fairly mechanically and electrically inclined. So I took apart the unit and took a look at it. I couldn't find anything that was burned out or anything. We eventually, which is a rarity, it's the first time we had a very difficult time finding somebody that would even look at this unit. I called multiple places. I called Sears, and it was like 6 weeks to have come out and take a look at it. We found an independent guy to come out and look at it, and he's spent about a half hour. Couldn't really figure out what the problem was. I replaced the control board and some other things. They were cheap. I picked it up on eBay. I took the unit apart. The front control board and also the rear control board. They weren't that expensive. You could buy them on eBay. But we did determine that you could start the unit. You want to open that, Missy Jen? You could actually start the unit by giving it a spin, and it would come to life and it would function perfectly. So obviously we had something with the switching and the barrel turning, the drum turning, that caused it to that failed. Some switch or component that would allow it to energize there. But now, as far as the usability of the unit and the functionality, Missy Jen, you've been using this. You've been here just about 3 years now on the Rancho here. Why don't you explain what your thoughts are? 3 years, almost 3 years using this LG.
There's one more item that was actually broken, and that was, there's a fuse right in this corner here that will activate the dryer component, and he actually fixed that.
Okay, so he did fix that one unit, but overall, with using the unit.
But overall, I totally love this machine because you just throw your laundry in, you set it to whatever wash cycle you want to set it to. You can set it to whatever dryness you want the laundry to come out at. And then you just walk away, and then when you hear the melody, and it has actually here a clock that shows you actually how long it'll take to do the wash, estimate. So you get an idea kind of when to come back and check. And then when it does get done, it plays a melody, and when you can hear the melody, you can come and your wash is done. You just pull it out.
Yeah, it might have a slightly damp feel, but the second that it hits the air after about 10-20 seconds,
it evaporates.
And it's dry. Now, the reason we bought this is obviously we have a big property here, but we have a rather small house on the property, so we're stressed for room here. Yes, I could have mounted a Speed Queen top and washer with the dryer above it. But I wanted to be able to use this for storage in here, so it was important for us to investigate the best way that we could do laundry. We didn't have to have an external venting on it. Although when I did the remodel here, I put in an external vent capability here. You don't need it with the electric, and I tell you, it works wonderfully. It saves a ton of space. It's quiet, and there's something to be said for putting your laundry in and coming back 2 or 3 hours later and pulling it out and hanging it up or folding it or doing whatever you're going to do.
It also saves a ton of water because it injects water sporadically during the wash cycle instead of having a big amount of water in the drum spinning it.
You're not using that.
You never have that. You always have just water injecting
as needed.
As needed. So it
and you
really
use the high efficiency detergent.
Is super duper water saving, environmental friendly
unit.
machine.
So even though we now have to really manually spin it once before, we don't think that that's a detriment to the overall unit. I still rate it extremely highly. Just be advised, if you're going to buy this unit, you need to ask the person who services them. If you buy them at a Home Depot or a Lowe's, it's not likely they're going to service these units, so you really have to ask, okay? These aren't cheap units. I think we paid something like $1,500 or something for that, but it's been an outstanding unit for us, and this is a 4-year review, and we have just used this thing 2, 3, 4 times a week, and we have been thrilled with it. Still has the highest recommendation, the LG washer dryer combo. Honey, thanks for helping to do the review today, because you use it a lot. Any last words that you want to add to the review?
I have Mandy uses a blanket.
That's our dog here.
Big Mandy, and so I have to wash her blanket more frequently. That's what she sleeps on, next to our bed. And so when I have to wash it, I can wash it on speed wash for 20 minutes. And I don't even have to use a dry cycle because it spins so fast that actually after the regular spin cycle, the blanket is near dry already. I'll hang it out for 30 minutes and it's ready to go. So awesome machine. I love it. And I'm looking forward to using it many, many more years and doing another review, the 5-year review next year.
Yeah, and this, remember, it has the 10-year warranty on the direct drive here. There's no belts or any pulleys or any systems to run that. So overall, I'm going to still give this an A rating, even though it's got one wing a little injured. It's still a heck of a unit. So on behalf of Missy, Jen, and myself, we really want to thank you for being here for this 4-year review. It's not something you're ever really going to see on YouTube, but we're here year in, year out to tell you what we like about these units. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. And if you like what you saw, hit the share button, leave us a nice comment, and thumbs up appreciated. And make sure you subscribe. Thanks.